Hey everyone, welcome to Healthy Life and Happy You. So today I'm gonna talk about the foods that you may not think that has so much sugar in it. Yeah, we often wonder, I mean, whether there is any sugar at all. But today I'm gonna explain, and I'm also going to give you the healthy alternatives for those foods. Keep listening. Hey, this is Niru. I'm a nutritionist and a certified health and life coach. So today we are going to talk about the sugars in our daily foods. All right, so before moving on to the foods directly, I just wanted to tell you about what are the sugars that we have in our daily life. For example, we have table sugar, that is a sucrose, and then the fructose, sucralose. Those are the daily sugars we actually add in our food. Those are the added sugars, and there are also like free sugars that's already in the foods. Like fruits has natural sugars in it. Um, Fruits and vegetables too. Some of the vegetables has natural sugars in it. Those are natural sugars, and then the free sugars are there, and then the added sugars are there. Surprisingly, many people do not think that honey, the maple syrup, they think it is healthy. But I just wanted to let you know, sugar is a sugar. Even if you are using honey, it's a definitely a healthy alternative, but it is also definitely it's a sugar. So definitely there should be a moderation in using any form of sugar. All right, so yeah, so what is the recommendation first of all? So um, Canadian Food Guide recommends 10% of your daily intake. So for example, if you're taking 1500 calories in your daily diet, 10% of it is somewhere roughly like 150 calories. So from there, if you calculate the sugar amount, somewhere around like 37 or 38, these are the approximate amounts, but definitely you need to calculate. So yeah, you'll be allowed to have 37 grams or 38 grams of sugar, but still the Canadian Food Guide recommends half of that percentage. Like if you're as a healthy, like if you want to be healthy, so you need to cut down to like 5% of the daily intake. So for example, if you're taking 2000 calories, that may come roughly about like 150 calories. Sorry, 150, yeah, 150 calories, which gives you like 50 grams of sugar. So if you want to be healthy, then cut down to 5%. So that's how it's been calculated. This is the Canadian Food Guide recommendation. Even the WHO also recommends like staying less than like 25 grams of sugar, added sugar in our daily diet. What else? What else? Where do you think where are the sugars are coming from? Yeah, I guess that's it. Moving on to the foods that we eat daily. Number one, so I have the list here, and I also have the numbers here, so I may have to keep looking at it. So number one that tops that list that we use daily is flavored yogurts. Flavored yogurts is something which we may not think, like even though you are choosing the low fat or no sugar yogurt, what they do is generally when they are reducing the fat, they usually increase sugar. If maybe they're not adding the sugar, as we said yesterday in the question, like I explained it, I mean they do add artificial sweetness which doesn't come under the sugar. So that's how they increase the taste, because generally the yogurt is sour taste, right? So they tend to add sugar to make it really tasty. For example, if you are taking a 250 gram of cup of a yogurt, it actually, like I just noticed in the yogurt that's been sitting in my fridge, it has about like 40 grams of sugar in it in just one cup. That may exceed your daily intake. So keep in mind, if you want to have yogurt, flavored yogurt, you can as well buy a plain yogurt and add your own strawberries or strawberry puree in it. With yogurt, I would say stick with the Greek yogurt, Greek or plain yogurt. That way you're getting the protein that you need. So going on to the number 2, granola bars. This is the most popular snack item here. Even in India, in the form of granola bars, we eat like so many different laddus there. So yeah, this also have a lot of added sugar. You tend to sweeten up for the taste, right? So the healthy alternative is try to make it at home. There are a lot of recipes in Pinterest or in Google. So try to make it at home. And moving on to the next one, dark chocolate. So number 3, dark chocolate. Like many of us think, oh, dark chocolate is healthy, right? But you know what? Even the dark chocolate, the dark cocoa, even if they are making with the dark cocoa, it may be, it may taste, to make it tasty, they may add some sugar in it. So, for example, I just checked my dark chocolate at home, which actually have 4 grams of sugar for just 30 grams of dark chocolate, which is like 3 squares of dark chocolate. So make sure, try to pick up the dark chocolate that is like, try to read the label and pick up the dark chocolate that is a healthy alternative, as a healthy alternative. All right. So moving on to the 4th one, that is the breakfast cereals. This is one of the, convenient breakfast, right? Convenient, easy, and kind of quick breakfast that we, even myself, I've been using it so often just to make it as a quick breakfast, right? So these cereals also, one of the brand that I am so familiar with is like the honey and oat cereals. I thought that's the healthiest cereal, but to my surprise, when I checked the labels, it actually has about 30 grams of sugar in just 3/4 serving of a cup. So that actually exceeds like 60% of your daily calorie intake. So I'm not into calories, but I'm just telling you the sugar amount that's present in your everyday foods, which we may need to be mindful of what we are eating. So the healthiest alternative for that breakfast cereal would be going to oats, homemade oats, or puff rice, poha, or rice flakes, things like that. Even those things, it's a really a quick, you can make a quick breakfast, or overnight oats. If you need some recipes, I can definitely post you a link, and you can try it. It has like tons of low sugar recipes in it. I'm gonna attach the link in the comment section below. And the next one is fruit juices and fruit concentrates. Yes, many of us don't believe, cannot believe that it has a lot of sugars in it, but WHO recommends the regular fruit juices, even without the added sugars. They have, they have a lot of sugars. Try to imagine, they are natural sugars, I get it, but if you want to make a juice, what do you use? If you're eating a fruit, like for example, if you are eating an orange fruit, you can eat like 1 orange, or maybe, if at all, maybe 2 oranges. But if you need to make a cup of orange juice, you have to make it with 3 or 4 oranges. That may exceed the sugar limit. So that's how you have to see it. If you're taking a fruit juice that's gonna be made out of like 3 or 4 oranges, it's going to be exceeding your sugar limit. So yeah, if you need to have fruits, that's the only form of you taking the fruits and vegetables. Try making it into a smoothie that's really filling, and you can still going to get all the nutrients in it. You're not going to make it a juice. You're not going to filter it or anything. Smoothie is something You can eat, have everything as a whole, but still I would recommend as a nutritionist to eat fruits as such. And then number 7, going on to the protein bars. Protein bars is something nowadays, again, it's a popular snack, right? We used to tend to eat as a snack or a breakfast bar, but that used to be bar for the athletics. That's what it was originally invented for. But nowadays there are a lot of keto bars, like protein bars, available in the market, and it has tons of sugar in it as well. Again, you have to, as a healthy alternative, you can make it as at home. You have to make your own protein bars just with cashew, almonds, or make it simple. You can just throw it in the oven and bake it, and it will be ready on its own. I'm gonna send you the recipe, all right? And number 8 is another surprising thing: the barbecue sauces or the ketchups that just go with our food. You're not even using it as a main ingredient, right? Even the 2 tablespoons of ketchup has about 8 gram. 1 tablespoon itself has 8 gram of sugar in it. Then imagine if you're using like 2 tablespoons, it's going to be 16 grams. And the barbecue sauces also contains tons of sugar. 1 serving, like if you're using 1 tablespoon, it contains like 10 gram of sugar in it. As a healthy alternative, I know it's a lot of work. Try to choose try to choose the healthy ketchup, which is like fresh ketchup, or you can make it at home. If you have tons of tomatoes in summer, just make a tomato ketchup or tomato sauce. That's one way you could reduce the sugar intake. Number 9, the plant-based milk. Like nowadays it's a popular thing, right? Like people are going vegan using plant-based milk, like coconut milk or almond milk, like cashew milk, whatever it is. If you're choosing the vanilla flavored one, it's going to be like a tons of sugar again. For a serving of almond milk, it actually has 10 grams of sugar in it. So as a healthy alternative, I know that's something we can still make it at home, but it's a big process. If you're going to buy it outside, try to go for unsweetened ones. That way you could reduce it. And another thing I want to mention here is even the chocolate milk that you use to get it for your kids, it has added sugar in it. So be mindful of what you're taking in. Again, number 10, this is frozen yogurt as an healthy alternative. Again, a lot of people are going for the frozen yogurt instead of the regular cream ice cream. They're going for a frozen yogurt, right? You know what, just half a serving of that frozen yogurt has about 20 grams of sugar in it. So I would go with the regular ice cream instead. Or make your banana ice cream, that is like banana mixed with just cream at your home. You can just mix it, blend it in a mixer and make a banana ice cream. That is a healthy dessert. Yeah, these are the 10 foods that we normally use in our day-to-day basis. And another thing I wanted to add is even in bread, they use tons of sugar in it, like 20 grams of sugar in 1 loaf of bread, because sugar is something, it is needed to boost the yeast. So yes, there we go. Even the bread or naan that you have been using, or paratha, if you're buying it from outside, it has sugar in it. So as a healthy alternative, try to make it at home, or try to switch it to a whole grain bread, or the naan. You could make it as a chapati or roti at home. So yeah, having once in a while, it's not a problem. Having in a moderation is not a problem. When you're trying to use at a every day. I mean, if you're trying to use it every day, for example, if you're having a breakfast cereal in the morning and fruit juice in the afternoon and egg ketchup on the side, not even something as an entree, on the side, it actually exceeds your sugar intake of your daily intake. So be mindful. I mean, this is not meant to say you should avoid all the processed foods. Yes, you need to avoid processed foods. Definitely you need to avoid processed foods, but be mindful of what you are taking in. Be mindful of uh, reading the labels. Reading the label is the key. If you have any doubts or anything that you're curious about, please let me know in the comments or share it with me in the messenger. I would be happy to answer. And if you want to know about sugar in any of the fruit products, let me know. All right, so until then, stay safe and stay healthy. See you next week. Bye bye.